moto nawaka baba moto nawaka barara nawaka moto nawaka kasese nawaka moto nawaka moto nawaka baba moto nawaka.
Issue of manifesto is very important, and I'm sure that's why even the PDM follows. PDM is your baby, you people. RDCS, DSOs. By the time I think 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 years, the internal security organization was busy going on down, collecting data to see how those sub-members were formed and whether they are receiving money. And I'm sure this one must be in progress, and you must be having good information concerning the PDM. Yes, you are here for training, and training is always very, very, very important. Leave alone the training, you go in schools and study and get degrees or diplomas or certificates. But the training, which they call it, I've forgotten the term, ongoing training when you're working. In-service training is so crucial. That's where you get all the skills how you can do your work. In the other institutions, you are getting the theories of management. But when you go into the field, you now start the practical work. And the practical work, to do it, you have to get that in-service training. So, those one who miss some of these trainings which are going on in the districts, you always make a mistake, because always there is something new you learn, and you need it, and you perfect your work as leaders. You are leaders in the districts. You are very crucial leaders.
I didn't quite hear you.
My friend here, Chivuka, was saying, he said, I quote him, that I'm representative of the president of Uganda, who is the commander-in-chief, who is the chairman of NAM and the G77+2 China. Those are very, very, very important words, and that shows that really you are so big in the district where you are. Therefore, you must make sure that you depict that importance in the district by doing good work in the district, monitoring government projects, making sure that every project which was funded is running. There are many government projects sometimes which remain white elephants. But when you are there, you as RDCS, DSOs, this should not happen. Someone who is responsible for making a project a white elephant must pay for it. If funds were given and the project was started on, what has happened in between not to be completed? There must be a mistake somewhere, and someone who is responsible for that mistake must be punished for it. That's why you are there to fight corruption in the district. You are there. You have the Local Government Act. You have the Constitution, yes, but the Local Government Act clearly stipulates your laws in depth. It gives you more of the functions you are supposed to do. I think it's Article 71 of the Local Government Act. How you can act how we can cause the chairman of the district to make sure that funds which were released by government are accounted for. This is your role. You must make sure that you work with the local leaders, the chairman 5 and the CAP. Make sure that government funds do what they're supposed to do. You are the chairman, you are the chairpersons of ethical, they call it what? Integrity, the district. You are the chairperson of those committees. Therefore, you must make sure that you fight corruption so much. I wouldn't want to hear these stories writing to headquarters that you see I'm writing because the district education officer has eaten money for the seed school which was supposed to be constructed in such a sub-county. Where are you waiting? You have all the tools, the machinery to handle that officer. You have the office of the IGD in the district or in the region. You have the DPC with you. You are the man, you are the woman in charge of security. You have the CID there. You have the DISO. What are you missing? Why are you writing to headquarters? Maybe you should write to headquarters just to inform of action you have taken. That so much money was swindled and I took action. The responsible officer was arrested and we charged him in court of law. Everybody will be happy to read such a report. But a report of saying that money was eaten, the school is there, nothing is going on. The company which was given the contract to construct school abandoned. How did it abandon? If the contractor is the one who took government and abandoned, arrest him. So that's why I think you are so relevant, as well as find what my friend Kibuka was saying. You are so relevant to in the districts where you are. RCS Mbarara talked of assistant RDCS. Yes, of course, assistant RDCS, we decided to bring them back. Because those ones who worked as special district administrators, all DA, all central government representative, are still remembering that at that time, we had what we used to call mobilizers. They were helping the central government representative, all the special district administrators, to go down for mobilization. So the president, in his wise decision, he decided that no, this lady or this gentleman who is around the district, assisted only by maybe the DISO, cannot manage to handle the entire district alone. Let's put there some officers to help them to go down. As they are busy handling things at the headquarters, these officers will be going down and carry out mobilization. At least we said that a district should have a minimum of 2. Those ones which are big are having like 3 or 4. But at least a district should have a minimum of 2. And I'm sure every district in this region has 2 assistant RDCs. My friends, the new officers, I want to appeal to you. You are not bosses. You are not there to call, to show be arrogant. You are there to work. We expect you to work. Don't cause problem to your supervisors. Work with them. Teamwork. Always furnish report to them what you are doing in the field. That's why we appointed you to be there. It was not easy to put you there. Remember, Parliament was put up arms that why are you putting the other people? But we convinced Parliament and said that no, it is imperative that we have you people there. And the issue of transport, we have come from very, 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 very far. Very far. I think Kamine, who has said, I think when I look here, is one of the oldest people here. I think Kamine, remember when I was in Ruero, where I started, many of our RDCs didn't even have vehicles. They didn't. They were walking. They were walking, but they were doing work. Until we struggled slowly, with the assistance of His Excellency the President, to keep on getting money and providing transport. And I think where you are, you are not bad. My only problem is one, the way you handle these vehicles. Handling is a problem with you. Handling is a problem. Yet these vehicles are yours.
Odga murimbarra ninga notekateka kwijo murimbarra abaling suits beno buraro bwamani munonga kandi benene bitanda birungi tibakakoma buraro benene bala nungi pozirimecho kumye cyaburi muringo bene na hotelo halimu emere yachiraguju nangwa n'ekijungu kandi orende emere yo kutwaro waba baling suits nacho barakikora echo mujungu ari kweta ngo ni take away bene na sauna na steam ogesro na massage basa kubura bayikira kugira ngo akoboherezobwe parking yabo ne yamani munonga kandi nimpango ebyo kwerinda byabo biri guruguru munonga kandi abaling suits barashango mu rwembo rwambara omuri Katete waruga parking ya boda ya St Mary's ori kwenda kubuking orabasa kurabera namba ze smage 079 kaga na mwenda kandi orabasa kugamba na director wa link suits ori kurabera namba ze smage 0 kaga nemwe 559 ogesero ne ya 0 ibiri kaga nemwe 559 twena katurukangira link suits kugira ngo tutungo buhereza burungi.
They are doing government work, thank you so much with them, but most of the work, they help you. Because I can give an example of mine. I have this government vehicle I use every day coming to work. But when my mother is sick, I send my driver so that go and pick my mother from the village and bring him to the hospital. He goes and picks her. When my children are at school or they are getting holiday, that go and pick them from the school. He goes and picks them with a government vehicle. And yet if I didn't have it, I would incur petrol and maybe hire the vehicle. Now, when it comes to other business, I go and use very far with them with the government vehicle. Me, I'm a herdsman like this man who is from Shema. But I travel several miles to go and see my cows in weekends, Sunday and Saturday. And that's government vehicle I'm using. If I didn't have it, how would I be coordinating my work, my personal work? So that's why I'm saying that these vehicles are yours. Try to see how you handle them in a better way. But someone decided even to drive a vehicle because the service is over and say that, let me drive it. And you end up damaging the vehicle. If this man from Kampala has told you that I don't have money right now for service, why don't you park it and wait until when you get money and service the vehicle? What is the business of driving it when you know very well that the service is over, and you know very well that once you don't service, you spoil it completely and also. So please, those who have vehicles, recently I think we gave vehicles. One of our deputy RDC overturned it with here. Anyone, 2 weeks. It was an vehicle of 2 weeks only. Oh, here, but and unfortunately, he also got injured. He got injured. I think he has just left hospital. But maybe there was some level of recklessness. So when you handle a government vehicle, don't be reckless. Because it's bad. Your health also, it can really destroy your life, or you can become lame because of being reckless, or you can die. So what is the use of me? I've been holding a government vehicle since 1987. Imagine. Some of you are not born. 87. I was working in Karamoja, I had a V8. And I have never had an accident with my vehicle. And I don't drive, apparently I don't know how to drive. You can imagine. Some of you know me, I don't know how to drive. I've never driven a vehicle in my life. It is always my driver who drives me, and I told him that here, don't go. Here, go slow. Leave him to cross, then you'll cross. It's me who directs him what to do. And I have done this work for almost 40 years. And I have never had a single accident. Imagine I'm not driving, but some of you drive and you cause accidents. And knowing very well that even driving a government vehicle without my permission is bad. You're not supposed to drive government vehicles without my permission. I should give you a letter and you drive yourself. That's why we will cook those drivers for you. But some of you leave them and drive yourselves. And really, if you want to inculcate the regulation, you can find yourself in big problems. But sometimes we are human beings who put in a human face. Please, please, please keep these vehicles as yours. At least the big government vehicles should last for at least 5 years. At least 5 years. That's what it lasts. But some people within 2 years the vehicle is already done. 2 years, others 1 year. Me, I use my vehicle and then pass them on to my juniors. I used them for almost 7 years and I passed them to my juniors. I've got a new one, you take this one and use it now. So please, be careful when you're handling these vehicles. They are yours. They are yours. Don't drive a vehicle when service is over. And that's where you spoil these vehicles. You don't service them, then you drive them. But for deputy RDCs, I'm sure, come next financial year, all the deputy RDCs and deputy RDCs will have a vehicle in this country. Then the other financial year, the other one, after elections, we shall look for the assistant RDCs. That's how we have been planning. Those who have been there at deputy RDCs, they know that we first dealt with the RDCs. Now when we finished RDCs, we went to the deputies. Now, once we finish the deputies, we shall go to the assistant RDC. This is good call that requires dedication, integrity, strong commitment in serving the people of Uganda. I therefore implore you to work to your very best to desist from any form of indiscipline and corrupt tendencies. Indiscipline is the problem which most of our officers have. Indiscipline. You should try as much as possible to be disciplined. Someone who is disciplined cannot even be corrupt. Me, I see they go together. Yeah. Somebody who is disciplined cannot be corrupt. But you find that the person who is disciplined is the one who is corrupt. So please avoid being disciplined. I've already had reports from here and there that some of you are indisciplined, but please, while you have these trainings, is also to request you to be disciplined. Request you to be disciplined. That's the only way you will survive in working for government. Me, I've worked now for almost 42 years. Some of you are not yet 42. But I've never had any case of discipline in my life. Nobody. And I have almost worked in one place, that is the president's office. Imagine working in one place and nobody finds a mistake on you. I'm not just boasting, I'm just giving you an example how discipline can help someone to be successful in whatever you are doing. So I request you are still young, some of you are middle-aged, please be disciplined and you will achieve what you want. You will be promoted. Will be promoted and become even RDCS. Somebody is a year started at the RDC. Madam RCS over here started as the deputy RDC in Ruero. I think she was in charge of Ngoma. She's now RCC here. Many. I think Nakanya was the one who was lucky to become a full RDC when she was joining.
I was deputy RDC.
So, I think Muhindo is the one who came as a full RDC. Yeah. So, please, be disciplined. Be disciplined. You achieve a lot in your own personal life and public life. That's the most important thing. You know, when you are disciplined, you are already religious. I don't need you to be God-fearing. Somebody who is God-fearing is always disciplined. Someone who is not God-fearing is the one who is in discipline. Because all the tenets of discipline are the tenets of religion. So, please, try to follow those doctrines of religion and being disciplined. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, you play a vital role in ensuring that our government policies and programs are implemented effectively, efficiently, and equitably. Monitoring service delivery is a critical aspect of this role, as it enables you to track progress and identify areas of improvement. This workshop, therefore, has been designed to equip you with the necessary tools, techniques, and best practices to effectively monitor service delivery in your respective areas. You will have the opportunity to engage with various experts who will share experiences and learn from one another during these 3 days you spend here. I was happy when I was told, when the fund Colonel Chibrayi told me that when Senkungu was presenting, you challenged him, but your figures are not tallying with what you have. That means that you have done some work somewhere. Therefore, if Mr. Senkung was having figures which were not correct, you can at one time assist him to get the real figures and be able to improve on his also manifesto monitoring. And that's good. That means that you're already doing your work. I wish to reiterate the importance of ensuring that service delivery is upheld in our communities. This is very important. The president has just been here. He has been looking at PDM, how you are managing PDM. Someone can easily ask me, but if the president has been here only a week ago, he was telling us the same thing of monitoring. Why are we wasting our time here? I just want to remind you that those who read the Bible and the Quran, every Sunday go back to the church for the priest to preach to you. You go back and it doesn't have any new information about religion. The one who brought the Bible, or what Jesus said in the Bible, or Paul and other disciples what they said in the Bible, and even the Old Testament, are the same information you are having. No new information. But still, every Sunday you have to go back, and they do the same. And the same is true in the mosques. So, please, don't get tired when you get these trainings. Is to keep reminding you that don't give up, go on, go on. As leaders, you play a very critical role in promoting the well-being of our citizens. As well as you know very well that our people are still very poor, very poor. It's only in this government of NRM that the poverty levels have gone down. By 1986, people who were in subsistence agriculture were 78%. By 1978, that means that people were just producing their food and eat it, getting no income at all. They were like wild beasts. You know what does a wild beast do in the bushes? Just eat grass and water and shrubs and stop there. But now, this bracket is now at 38, I think. 38% people who are still in poverty in this country. People who don't have enough income. People who are not yet in that bracket of per capita income of $1,041. Because if you are not in Uganda, if you are not doing that one every year, then you are bad off. And you want everybody at least every year to have 1,040, and we go beyond. We go beyond. Other countries are at 8,000 per capita income. Others are 10,000. We can make it also in Uganda. You people, that's why you are there. You can make these people work. People must get work. People must be getting something which they get some money out. A home state must have something which they are selling. Either they are selling tomatoes, cabbages. When I grew up where I grew up, there were things like avocado, jackfruits, mangoes. By my years at that time, they didn't have market anywhere in this country. Pineapples, pawpaws, they will get ripe, and you eat. And even if you go in someone's land and find them, you start eating them, nobody will quarrel because he has nothing to do for them. You end up at LOC1. Police. So that's how things change. And these are not very many years. I'm talking of years like 68, 69, 70, 71 too. They didn't have market at all. But now, jackfruits, pineapples, avocado, these are very, 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 they have lucrative market everywhere. But in those years, they didn't have. So you can advise these people to make sure that they grow these things, and they grow well, and they sell them and get income out of them, so that they get out of poverty. In order to achieve this goal, you need to deeply engage with communities. Communities listen to the needs and concerns of citizens and respond promptly to their requests. Promote transparency and accountability, and work closely with other leaders within your respective areas. I know you cannot reach each and every peasant where he is. It might not be easy for you. But there is what we call community leaders. People, in our society, there is someone who speaks a word, and people say that, since the Lieutenant Colonel Kibai has spoken, we do like that. They follow him. So once you talk to those ones, they can be community change, they can be community agents who can effect changes in those areas. You get that, those are the community leaders, and talk to them, then things will change in our society. To promote and consolidate achievement of NRA in this region. There are many achievements. There are very, very many achievements, and I don't expect people in this region to be talking of that. What have we got under NRA? I don't think from here anybody can make such a statement. How? This sort of where we are. It's a new thing. You have the university here in Ibarara. I don't think there's one there. There might be about 3 of them which are here, which we never used to have. I passed in this area, I think it must have been around 1975 when I was a young man. This road which goes to Shane, I think the tarmac was stopping somewhere, they were going to her. But from there, up to Birizi, down to Kasese, nothing. But now move from here to Kasese, I think it's tarmac. Tarmac, I don't say that I think. From here to Chisoro, tarmac. Ntungamo, tarmac. For Porsche, come on, several things. So I don't think that there is a problem here now for you people. So for you who are here, you are not like our leaders who are on the other side, especially in the region where I come from, say to Uganda. Those are my RDCS, they have a lot of work to do. Because people continue saying that, what have we achieved? And really, you suffer with them to explain to them what the NRM government has done for them.
Can we eat peace?
That's what's As everyone is saying that they say that can we eat peace, but they forget that from 1966 up to 1986, they didn't have any peace at all. At all. At all. At all. Personally, I was a victim of many problems in that area. Some of my parents were cattle keepers, they were Jamwan, Akaseke, all of them were finished and killed. And almost my mother remained alone. So, and many other families, because of human rights violations which were in that region. Simply because I think the seat of government was in that place. That was the only problem, I think. But now since 86, people are free, people are working. Those who want to make money, they make it. But still, some people there do confuse them, politicians especially. They confuse them that there's nothing. Can you eat peace, as I say? But anyway, me, I think the President Museveni has tried zero base because he has brought this PDM, he has brought Yoga, youth livelihood, which government in Uganda was been here for some time has ever given people money. That I'm giving you money to start a business. Nobody. Nobody. But for him, he has gone even extra money to give money that let me give you money and you start something for you to generate an income. So, really, that's why I'm saying that for you people here, you have really just to consolidate what NRM has achieved. The NRM party has a rich history of delivering its promises. It is your responsibility to share this success with the people. They are not limited to heavy investment, like this Coca-Cola factory I see here. Heavy investment in infrastructure development, the various initiatives promoting economic empowerment, and the significant strides in improving the healthcare services. You have a hospital here. You have even a teaching hospital, leave alone the big hospital, but you have a teaching hospital, medical. To be ambassadors of the NRM party, preaching the gospel of its achievement to the people in Ankole sub-region, and work together to raise support for the people, for the party, and achieve the president. This is very important. Should be the ambassadors to preach these achievements. This side of Ankole here, people were moving. They are moving everywhere. You see them coming to our place, Champwanzi, Bremezi, Bruri. Some even would move and go even up to Chiri. For them, they used to go to Chiri at that time. You know that. But with the current government and government, people have settled down. And they are making good money. They have settled. They have cows. They have. They are producing crops. They are selling crops. Coffee is now everywhere here, I think. And you should preach to them, those who have not, you should preach to them to start planting coffee. Coffee is an international commodity. It's an international commodity. Me, by the time I grew up, I found people in my area growing a lot of coffee, including my father. And he had 2 lorries from sale of coffee. And this man was a product of the other century, 18th century. I think he was born around 1880. Yes. And by 1940s, he was a very rich man because of coffee. So, coffee is a very important crop. So if you tell people here to plant, they will get a lot of money out of it. Countries like Vietnam. Vietnam was a very, very, very poor country in 1975, even in 80, which you wouldn't compare to Uganda. very, very, very poor. But after the war with America, because everybody in Vietnam was a soldier, everybody, because people had to fight and everybody had to get arms to fight America. And when the Americans were defeated and the war ended, what they said that how now do you settle these people who have been fighting? They said, no, I think every person who has been fighting must be settled with sterlings of coffee. And they gave them coffee. And those veterans started planting coffee. That's the coffee now Vietnam is selling, and they are really moving up very fast. It's now moving up very fast, almost beating us.
The veterans were disciplined.
I think so. The veterans were disciplined. Because they didn't have the jobs to give them, there were no jobs, the economy was shattered. They said, okay, let's just give them coffee. And they planted coffee. And they planted the coffee. Now it's a very rich country. So let us also use this coffee, make a game changer in our country. As I said, coffee has a market, and that market will never go off. Worldwide. Worldwide. So let us use our good soils and climate to plant it. You are the people to do this now. You are the people to tell people that plant coffee. If someone like this one who on this side who are having cattle, if he has about 300 acres, tell him that just use 30 acres out of that and plant coffee. I want to acknowledge the progress we have made in implementing the Paris Development Model, PDM, in this sub-region. The overall of government is to uplift the household from subsistence, farming, to commercial agriculture and other income generating activities. It's most important. This one you must do. You must make sure that you uplift these people from poverty. I remember when I was young, when we were filling forms for primary 7, at that time, our teacher would come and guide us. Then they would say, what is the occupation of your father? Then the teacher would come and put their pizza. Yeah. Then when he reached me, said, your father is a mixed farmer. He didn't put it. So what I'm saying, a mixed farmer at that time is the one who practices both cattle keeping and agriculture, and was a rich man. So tell people to practice that. Cattle keeping and agriculture. So that these people can come out of poverty. During the ongoing presidential tour of PDM, actually the president experienced firsthand the impact of initiative. He met with farmers who have benefited from PDM and was impressed by their success stories. The PDM is a critical component of our national development strategy. It is designed to empower local communities, promote economic growth, and improve the overall quality of life of our citizens. I therefore wish to encourage you to remain committed to ensuring that PDM succeeds by all means. Our appointing authority is very passionate about this program, and you must therefore tirelessly ensure that it is implemented effectively, efficiently, and equitably. As members of the district security committees in Akwale sub-region, I call upon you to uphold security in this region, particularly with the electoral period approaching. People may want to disturb these elections. You must be on lookout to make sure that there are no people who cause problem. You must make sure that that one you do. And some of you, like Rubirizi, I think, Rubirizi must be having that axis which joins Congo. And you know the problem we have in Congo is insecurity. And therefore, you must make sure those people who are in Rubirizi and Bishenyi, make sure that you are on lookout to make sure that the problems which are in Congo, or some of the rebel groups, some of the remnants of ADF who are in that place, don't take advantage to come and disturb our electoral process here. I want to emphasize that maintaining peace and stability is a collective responsibility. Government of Uganda is committed to ensuring that security environment for citizens. Secure environment for citizens. We rely on your support, you as leaders of this place, RDCS, DSOs. We rely on your support and cooperation to achieve this goal. You must remain vigilant, proactive in preventing and combating crime. In the last 2 months, as a person, I've experienced the heat which I have never experienced in my life. I'm now 66 years, but I've never seen the heat I have seen in these 2 months. I don't know whether you people, you got it, but I got surprised. At one time when it was starting, I saw that I was very sick. I said, now what have I got? What has happened in my body? Can I go and say, doctor? But when I told one of my friends, I no, this day is bad. The heat is too much. Then I kept on persevering, but I think this all is happening because of our negligence to our environment. We have really taking our environment for granted. I don't know whether it's twofold. I remember when I was a young man studying in secondary, around 1976, I studied, there's that Sahara Desert. But at that time, the geographer I studied was saying that desert, it will continue moving downwards. That Sahel region, the Sahel region. That Sahel region, that type of climate will continue moving downward. So I don't know whether that one also is another cause, that climate of the desert, Sahara desert, is moving downward. As I studied it, some maybe over 50 years, something like that. So, but at least we have not helped ourselves also in this country. We have destroyed the wetlands. We have cut all the trees. And when we are planting trees, we plant many bad trees. The other time I was quarreling in Kabari, I found there people have planted caritus everywhere. I said, now you people, you have very little land. And you have planted eucalyptus trees. Why don't you plant other trees which are not like that, which are friendly? Plant other trees. But Kalitunsi is everywhere, and they have small portion of land. They don't have big chunks of land. I said, no, it's hard time you change. It's hard time you change and plant trees which are friendly to your soils. So I emphasize also to you that plant trees, but try to avoid caritoons. The other trees, which are good, you know them, I don't need to teach to them. Some of you know them better than me. Plant those ones, but caritoons, you know, even if you plant it in a wetland, within 3 years the wetland will be dry, completely dry. So now if we plant it on that plant, what will happen on that plant?
Zoba twatwineho omushomo ogwo kongera kwijusa ba RDCS emirimo yabo eyibashimye kwani bakora mu districts zabo kandi no kongera kutuhamisiriza kutushime kwani twataniso mu offices zeitu kandi urwo ruciko rwito rwo kubanza kurugane batwongera aba assistant RDCS tukatakagiraho engagement mwene bandi bakora assessment kureba kurugane batuhereza ba assistant RDCS tunene tukoraje hariho ishange cyindukireho ahanyuma yo kubatunga and what is our working relationship. So districts twagamba twantshoborora kandi twashanga ngo almost in Ankole region districts zona zishemerirwe ahabwo kutunga assistant RDCS kandi twashanga ngo bakozero umurimo murungi mu districts zona ezibarimu. So nka supervisors full RDCS twashanga ngo twine cyango eki twine kukoraho umukurango twayongera engaging aba assistant RDCS especially omuku sharing nabo about their roles and responsibilities.
Kamwine Catherine RCC Wambara City twajiro mugisha go kugira omushomo ogwa kurwa office ya president kushomesa ba RDCS and RCCs na ba deputy babo na ba assistant babo ekigenderwa no kureba ngo twayongera kukuguka no kumanya emirimo yitu eituru kukora nimukimanya nje ngo ba assistant RDCs nibwo bagarikire aha list toshata twine ba RDC na ba deputy babo kunkabwa nyuma yo kureba ngo government programs ni nyingi nizenda amani mengi kureba ngo twahika hansi twahika barahamwe twamanya emirimo eri kukorwa mu districts zaitu kiretire office ya president kuraba mu president of course kutongera human power ninga kutongera obwingi kugira ngo tubase kushikirizaje emirimo yitu kwihana babareta tukatakagiraga mishomo eri kutugeita hamwe bakareta ba assistants babashomesa bonka ahabo kwa no babere barubasiye mu system konga hatu bajiro mu gishago kutugeita twena nka team nabadiso baitu abo kwa nabadiso bargo mu office ya president kugira ngo tumanye ebitwakwongeraho tuyongere kuguguka no kwetegereza buri omori bimbirwe aha murumo gwa rukukora kimwe habi atahamane hajika kandi secretary waiting PS wa office ya president kwa kuriyo kugira ngo omurimo yitu no kumonitoringa government programs ninga kuzirambura tukahika hansi tukamanye emirimo yabanekorwaje ninga takorwaje yabe takoraje tukoreki ya tushoboraho nagira ngo districts nzemarir turuho heading security wano heading security washanga kizimbe ncugwa John insecurity so nagira ati hariho kimusheme kuja kwebuza ho Kampala ahabo kuba turi aha ground twine badiso orukoro wa intelligence omurumo gwe no kugenda akamanya aho ibintu bitakorwaje akigambira RDC ninga deputy ninga assistant tukahika ha ground tukaconfirming twashanga kitakozurweje tukamanya abo kitakozurweje kandi noho orukukwatwaho utakozere murumo gwe ogwabera shemerere kora ntabwo twahikayo tukashanga ro kitashemeye kitakozurweje no murumo gwe tukurengo ogo twamukwata twamutoma mateka kureba ngo yashikirizo murumo ogwashimire gukora ekya kabiri kwa kuriyo kwatanisa oma office abantu benje muntu kuryana badiso nbariana na RDC bariana na assistant bariana na deputy konke kigenderwa ntiba cyargaho ahabo kubo murumo gwitu no gukora kumwenka team tukamanya ngo turiyaha ku representing aninga kucitira president of district territory kandi buri umwe ayinoro bimbirwe tuno kutuku reporting so tarshime kuba hariho kuryana kona kuyo gukora kumwe kureba ngo twakora jemerumo yitu ekiyashembyeyo n'okugira ngu tukore accountability omu bantu. Government ya NRM etwire omu bwebembezi ninga hati eri omu taamu egi twanturviewinga mid-term turiho kutandika akarura kandi tushemereire kugaruka aha ground tukareeba president ebi yaraganiise bikozirwe kubera bikozirwe nibiiha tubimanyisa abantu ahaba kuba emirundi mingi omuntu nandaguma nahaburwa nikyo rebera buri sande tuzo mu makanisa ninga Olwakataano tuzo mu mizigiti kuguma nituhaburwa ngu Bayibuli negamba eki. So manifesto iyahikahi tushemeye kuba nitukora accountability omu bantu kuboreka implementation ya manifesto ninga okuhikirizibwa kwayo kwahikahi. Egyo n'emirimo ya RDC n'okurambura emirimo ya government. Ekyakashatu ekikushembayo ni security y'ihanga. Omu district y'Orukubori niyo orikuba n'okurira security ya district. Omu district yori security yayo eryeta kandi yori n'abandi nka team oineyo disonko wa intelligence oshime kwa information oineyo aba deputy oineyo ba assistants so tushime kuba tuchine rwekwatso eyo kugira ngo district endemere ahabwe nshonga egi nareji akwa team neyemarira.
I'm very grateful to the office of the president. In the first case, Bakunda George is my name. I'm the RDC Chiruhura. But I want to appreciate the office of the president for the continued capacity building of the staff. We are here at Hotel Triangle in a 3-day workshop, but is equipping us with knowledge, with skills, with experiences to continue perfecting our work. I must say it's a very good initiative. We need it every after a period of time so that when we maybe go astray here and there, we are brought back on course. I want to appreciate the office of the president, and I think the president himself, the appointing authority, for giving us additional manpower, the assistant RDCs. These people have helped me. For example, myself in Chiruhura district, I was given 2 people, Rabban Munanura and Chinyamatama William as assistant RDCs. These are young men, very energetic, very knowledgeable, and passion to have the strong passion to work. They are always available. When we have activities in the field, then I'm not constrained. One goes this way, I go this side, and we deliver to the people. We have of course, the deputy RDC is also there with us. So we have now a strong force in the office of the RDC in Chiruhura district. And our presence in the district is felt by the people. You go to Chiruhura, I believe many people appreciate with our services. Although there are challenges here and there, but which we jointly work as a team to find solutions and move forward.
Many cases come to us, but we are not people without brains. We must also find out where is the origin of this problem.